Hello, in this video, we will look at accessing objects by reference variables. You declare a reference variable. You can assign the object's reference to the variable. And through the reference variable, you can access the objects. You do this using the dot operator. So this is the reference variable here, and look at this operator here. It is a dot operator. Object reference dot data field, object reference dot variable to invoke a method. So this is to invoke a method. This is to access the data field. So for example, my circle.radius and my circle.getArea. So this is to access the object's data field and invoke the method. The data field radius is referred to as an instance variable because it is dependent on specific instance. For the same reason, the method getArea is also referred as instance method because you can invoke it only on a specific instance. The object on which an instance method is invoked is called a calling object. There's one caution in the box here is that look, when we use math methods, we use the class name math dot. That is because all these methods are static methods. They're not tied to any specific instance. For getArea, getPerimeter, setRadius in the circle class, they are tied to specific instance. You have to invoke it from a specific instance. How do you get area? Oh, that is the circle has that area in the data field. And so the getArea get the area for that circle. We'll introduce static variables in section 9.7 later. So now, just know the difference. And here in the math class, all the methods are static methods. You invoke it from the class name. And in the circle class, all these features, data fields, and methods are instance. One interesting syntax is you can create an anonymous object. Here is new circle 5. You did not assign it to any reference variable. And so this is an anonymous object. And the object you can invoke getArea to return its area. So this is called anonymous object. If a reference variable does not refer to anything, you can assign this null. So that means it does not refer to any object. So in this case here, we have this student class data field is named by default. If you don't have anything, that is null. So this is null. And this is the Boolean, and here is science major. So this has default false. And the age has default 0. And gender has default is this Unicode U0000. For this test student here, this test student, let's create new student. You can see what his name is null, what is age 0, is science major, false. Gender, that is the character is, there's not, it's because it's 000, that is not displayable character. Now, if you write the code, here is this, you have the main method, you have the local variable here, this is the y, and this is x. Now you're trying to display them, you cannot, because the local variables are not initialized, so you get the message they're not initialized. All right, that is all for this section. See you on the next section.